Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl. Today was a great day. I was out in my yard and got some things done, and I want to show you what I was up to, so please stay tuned. So being out at the pond today, I was scooping out little bits of grass and leaves that have fallen in, and I also picked the dead leaves off my hyacinths and pond lettuce. It has really taken a beating from our frosty mornings. As you can see, my bottle is nice and green as well. It's not a problem because the way I built the tower, I can pop the bottle off and clean it. Now my waterfall has a really nice thick layer of algae on it, which I love. I think it looks excellent. I also took the temperature of the pond today with my hydrometer, and the temperature is at 60 degrees. Yes, you can see my bottle is very green. The fish don't show up nearly as well. You can see my chubunkin in there. I have 2 chubunkins, 8 large goldfish, which were like $3, and then the rest are all the 20-cent comets. And out of the fish that Finn has eaten, 7, they've all been comets, so I'm not too upset about that, although losing any fish kind of irritates me. But anyway, I'll be cleaning the tower out tomorrow, and then we'll see. Every couple years we pick a couple little maple trees to plant in a pot. Now the one I removed from this pot this spring is now planted in the front yard. And at the back of the property here, the taller of the 2 on the left is about 5 years old, and the next one is 3 years old. So eventually we will probably have to stop planting trees. So here is my rhubarb patch that has already given us 2 rhubarb crumbles this year. And check out my raspberries. The bushes are just growing and filling in beautifully. There are tons of blooms, little raspberry flowers growing. They're hard to see. There's some. But I have a feeling this year is going to be an excellent year for raspberries. So the way I tie them like this in arches, they stay like this all summer, and they really are nice and clean and neat, easy to pick from. And then once the summer's over, I cut the ties so that they can straighten out, and I'll be able to prune them. And my strawberry bushes are growing really well. There's tons of little flowers in them, along with dandelions and other weeds that are doing really well. I will have to get out here and do some weeding. And then hubby rototilled the rest of the garden, so it's ready for planting. So I'll probably get at it this weekend. This is my green garden, and it is doing really well. The plants have just come in so nicely. Now across the back, I did add some peonies, and I did add some ferns, but the rest of it's filling in nicely. So in another couple of weeks, it'll be really beautiful. And this part is ready to get worked. And there is my other batch of rhubarb. And this is the side garden with our rain barrel, and my ferns are coming in really good. I had a whole bunch of them. Ozzy, get out of the flower bed. Ozzy. And I have them, as you can see, in the cracks. The ones I moved were all growing along the back wall, so they really spread quickly. But they're going to fill in really good as well. And this here is part of the front flower bed, and these little ferns are the ferns that I transferred from the back. There is my one and only tulip. When we moved in, there were bulbs galore in these gardens, and I pulled them all, but I missed a few. And here is my guard dog. I don't have a name for him, actually. There's some little lilies, and this big patch is lilies that I want to move to the back because it gets huge and really is not nice looking. And the front flower bed is coming along. It's not as far along. These lilies here are my absolute favorite. And this is a little sweet William tree or bush, and more hostas. This tree we planted when we moved in 7 years ago. And this is the little tree we planted this spring. And here at the side of the house, I have a couple little beds with just hostas, peonies on either side of our propane tanks. This one isn't quite as filled in yet, but there's hostas, peonies. These are the shrubs at the side of the house that need trimming, and that brings us back to my raspberries. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope your week is going really well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.